In this section, we will show you the AWS and Azure cloud provisioning through vManage. We'll start with AWS. On a Cisco vManage, we will define an interconnectivity for AWS, choose Equinix as our interconnectivity provider, use our Equinix account, and choose a device we've deployed an Equinix network edge. Now we will choose cloud as a destination and choose AWS as the service provider. We'll name the connection, give our AWS account name, select the type of virtual connection. This will be a private VIF. Select the location, bandwidth, and the VPC where we want to extend this connection. And as you will see in a matter of minutes, on that virtual appliance, you'll see a new connection to AWS that pops up. It's still under the provisioning process on the other side, on the AWS end, which takes about 10 to 15 minutes. We'll fast forward to show you how BGP connectivity is established between the virtual appliance and AWS and how we can ping the VM in AWS from a physical device on our network. Switch to Azure provisioning. As you can see, we can discover resources on Microsoft Azure and AWS from Cisco vManage. However, when we try to provision a connectivity through the same process to Azure, that integration is not available. Only AWS is a viable option, and we'll demonstrate that in a second. Choose a cloud services provider, and AWS is the only interconnectivity provider available for auto provisioning. So we built an automation on our own using Terraform and other orchestration tools. We'll demonstrate that in a minute. Just as a baseline, we have a device which is using a template, which is a default template for provisioning to AWS. Behind the scene, we will kick off an automation which will apply new templates to provision Azure private connectivity, and we'll demonstrate pinging to that IP address of a VM in Azure. We'll start our test by doing the ping. We're not getting any response. Now we'll start provisioning Azure. We've kicked off the template provisioning, and now the device in Equinix Network Edge has this new Arcus Azure VPN template. What that did behind the scene was provision a virtual connectivity to Azure and configure the required component on the Cisco CSR, which is our SD-WAN multi-cloud router. As you can see, the connectivity is provisioned and the ping started working behind the scene at some point during the provisioning process. We'll also show you the route table on Azure for the prefixes we are learning from AWS through the same multi-cloud router which orchestrates connectivity to both AWS and Azure. As you can see, you see the prefix and AWS ASN on the same routing table.